Hello there! Welcome back to Charles Circle, and welcome back to Old World. Last time, we eliminated the Danes from the game, pacifying our northern border up here, which, in addition to adding these 2 and soon to be 3 city sites to our collection, will allow us to maintain focus down here on the southern front, where it seems like we might have a little scrap a brewing. Now we need to rotate our armies down that way and meet up with some imminent reinforcements popping out of various cities here and there, but in a couple turns, I think it's gonna be time. I think for whatever it's worth, the arrival of the ballista is gonna be our bottleneck, sort of slow moving, even though we have some roads they'll speed it up. It's a really important unit for us because we have a bunch of bunched up infantry units in urban tiles, which is exactly what this specific siege unit is for. So the good news is, we've got 90% of the roads that we need there. We could probably drop the rest along the way, but he's going to be your tracker for how many turns left until it's time to declare. And I guess Babylon is helping drop the roads along the way for some reason. I don't know. I won't look a gift horse in the mouth because that's a period appropriate reference, huh? All right, well, let's get into it. We have a ton of events queued up here. And sadly, I do think this is potentially our last turn with Sabat. She's gone from ill to severely ill, and at 65, she might not be long for this old world. So, let's get into it, starting with our events. So, interesting. Okay, so we asked for peace again with Oxum, and they are willing to give it to us, but for tribute again. But it's even more tribute than last time. I think we were paying like 65. Oh, we still are paying. That's annoying. We're paying tribute for them for a piece they broke. I thought that would have canceled. So we can add more of that. Or not. How much do we need peace with them? My answer to this point has been like, very much, because they are, pretty strong. But that said, yeah, they've gone from much stronger down to just stronger, which isn't, I'm not dismissing that, but it's a marker that we are catching up, and it's not like they hate us, right? They're already, because of the various things that we did the last couple turns with him, they're already in a pretty good place with us. Now, conspiring with, when she expires, so will this, right? So maybe that won't last so much, but I think we'll pass for now and reevaluate post-succession if that does happen. We have a potential tsunami pre-event here. Do we ignore it or spend some gold to try to offset it just in case? I think we will. That's a lot of gold. I mean, we have it, right? Is the thing. I don't really want to deal with a tsunami here. You know what? I think we'll be okay. We're going to roll the dice. Probably pay for that later. And we've popped out a new spearman, and it looks like it's going to catch a blessing from the state religion of Judaism. Cool. Free promotion, basically, with a neat custom name. Shield, arms, or divine fire. So well-rounded attack or defense. And a spear. Let's just go well-rounded. Divine fire, that's cool. All right, Duke Api. This is our heir's second kid, I guess. And he's been wandering off and is a budding naturalist. Interesting. So, do we give him tracker? Do we give him tough? Or do we give him, well, exploring? This is change your what's it called? Student, your education trait. Let's see. He's nearly there. He's 16. I think we hope he becomes a general, right? Give him tough. That's fine. Oh, same guy. So he is no longer a politics student. Okay, so that has already changed. And he's talking shit because we have enacted tyranny. So he can become bold. That's not really, there's no downside here. It's just 2 legitimacy. We can take him out of off the bench, essentially. This is not good at all. None of these things is good. The only thing that would be positive there is 48 gold for probably 1 turn. Maybe not even if she dies next turn. So this is not great. Here, this is, 2 legitimacy for the same thing in the other direction. The bonus here doesn't actually matter for more than 1 turn. I think we want him to be bold, though. Or I think we'd rather have this, so we'll let it go unanswered. 2 legitimacy is nothing. And our heir's 3rd kid is, also maybe going to be bloodthirsty, or warlike, or insane. Well, fingers crossed it's one of the first 2. Let's see. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, okay, so be it. And wow, yeah, now we have our adopted Danish kid has completed his study of philosophy. Do we want him to become a builder who can be a governor, or a scholar who could be a governor? He's never going to be a leader. So do we want plus science or plus gold? Builder is probably the better governor archetype for us right now, but one of the things I'm worried about with the imminent passage of Sabat, she has 9 wisdom, which is giving us a lot of our science. It's plus 30 directly, right? As the leader. Global plus 30. But she's also the governor of our biggest science-producing city, Waset. And that's producing another 30. So when she dies, all else equal, we're going to be down 60 science per turn. Our science generation is going to drop in half. So that's a little concerning to me. So as a result of that, I kind of think we need to do some stuff around the edges to try to make up for that. And having a governor who can do science-focused stuff and who may generate science for us in one form or another is probably the move. Let's see. An opportunity to adopt Zoroastrianism as our state religion. I mean, that displaces Judaism, so I don't think that's better for us. Plus, it would cost us 600 civics. I'm okay. Thank you, though. Oh my gosh. This is the insane one, right? From the earlier event, this very turn. Let's get her... Well, if she's gone insane, that means she's a decent general, potentially. So let's get her into tactics. Why not? Maybe she takes after her aunt, the crazy general who Babylon murdered a few episodes ago. Runs in the family, I guess, right? Okay. So, that's, 9 events? That's good. I think we just had a bunch of kid events. We should probably see if anyone can be tutored. That is not yet. Well, she's 18. I guess she'll turn 18 next turn properly. We can tutor here. Yeah, let's do this. Yep. And maybe here too? Brilliant. Okay. Cool, so that's good. We have to invest in the next generation, right? As the previous one appears to be on its way out. Okay. And the other thing I want to do, I'm looking at our family opinions, and post-succession, right? A lot of this will change, but I think, there are also some things that are probably going to change in a negative direction for us too, so it'd be good to see if we can't help buff the family opinions, especially considering our heir is infamous. If I remember correctly, yes, which gives negative opinion to all families. So sort of thinking about that, and the level of discontent has really started to add up. -200, that's pretty huge, right? It's a little bit less in some of our other cities, but not by much. 160, 120. So I think we'll focus here just because they're actively mad. But let's see if we can't reduce that discontent with a little bit of pacify city missions. I'm trying to think here. Chem is probably, yeah, I think Chem is our most important city, or most impactful city for us to reduce there. It's just our biggest city of the landowner cities that have discontent. Okay, so with that all out of the way, let's pick a research. Again, would really love infantry square, but 11 turns is a long time, and these are probably going to become longer. Oops, misclick. As I said, once Savat passes. So I think we probably actually want to go citizenship just to get some courthouses down for the generation of civics. So let's do that. And then, speaking of civics, actually, now that I think about it, we have more than 400. How are we on laws? Yeah, we could do epics versus exploration. Exploration's good earlier in the game, but there aren't many neutral rivers left. Most places are, either owned by us or by someone else. And we don't have any scouts left, so this is less helpful. This boosts opinion and would give us culture per unit killed, and we might have a few of those upcoming, so I think we'll do that. Let's pass epics. And then, why don't we, before we do any more orders, let's go ahead and build a bunch of stuff too. Where are we? This is Petakeka. Okay, so we probably want units here. Let's go Horse Archer. I'm loving this. Great units with bonuses, 3 turns. Great city, Petakeka. Where else? Here, Pyramses. I think we've made this our slow but steady naval production city. I think he just popped one out. Yep. And then Miro. Let's see. Also a burgeoning unit production city. Not mounted units, obviously. I think an archer probably makes the most sense here. I'm a little bit concerned about Carthage's presence here. Obviously, they were here to take control of these sites from the Vandals. In the longer run, though, they're going to have a military nearby. And we'll see what happens post-succession for both their aging leader and ours. But I'm a little concerned about this. The last thing I want is to get caught with our pants down over here while being fully committed out here. So I think we're going to try to build up a small but meaningful defensive focused force here that can at least buy us time. And so Spearman, helpful unit, keeping in here, and then I think some archers to use the high ground here would help sort of delay things a little bit. So let's do that. Probably use this Spearman out here too for that reason. Okay, cool. So then, what do we want to do? We need to move our units. And as we said, I think our limiting factor here is going to be the arrival of our ballista. So let's do that. Be really nice to get that to be a road, huh? Maybe instead of finishing here directly, we'll move him over here. Nope, that's just queued it up. Let's move him here. Oh, he's on a cooldown. All right. Well, next turn we'll do that. See if we can't get a road before he has to enter it. And then let's see, what are our other key units here? I mean, I think some upgrades could be good, right? We have, these guys can now become macemen. And I think we probably still have at least one chariot around here that can also become a horseman. Yeah, here. Well, he's gonna need repaired first. Repaired, healed. You don't repair I guess a siege unit you would repair, but not, well, at any rate. And then this is our This is our air and light chariot. This is probably our single best unit on the board. It would be nice if we could get this upgraded too. We have a city with strong culture. We have Wasset, right? We just need to drop a citadel. So that might be worth prioritizing here when we get a worker free. And then who else is key here? Kind of want to hold this city site. I mean, is anything going to happen between now and the 3 turns it'll take for this settler to come out? Sure would be a bummer if it did. This guy has a general, though, so wouldn't it be nice to get him out this way, I guess. Okay, and I'm a little disappointed. This Era of Reforms option that we took, it's kind of minus a lot of orders. 1 per city. I mean, we're like -8 there. And I think we just have to roll until we hit a 6% every turn. So this payoff had better be good, because this is bad in the meanwhile, especially right before a war. Oof. Let's see how that goes, but let's call it a semester here. Is Sabat gonna make it, or is this the end? Should have that Elder Acolyte, and therefore this ambition here actually pretty soon, which will be nice. There's an event. Little achievement, I guess. This is not ideal. We have Zoroastrian descent causing a rebellion, but I think we'll take care of it. Oh, Christianity was founded out in Carthage. And then he's passing soon. But hey, we made it another turn. Humble emissaries from Babylon? Absolutely not. What do they need? They just need aid? No. No, absolutely not. We're not sending you training before we declare war on you. Absolutely not. Get out of here. Okay, cool. So Buhen, relatively recently founded city, all things considered, is hitting developing culture, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, it has the culture shrine that we finally dropped over here. That makes sense. So we have timber. So we can add a lumber mill for free, get 95 science, interesting, or a worker. Might grab the science. I mean, a lumber mill is nice, but we're good on wood now. We will eventually build another lumber mill in this city for sure, but I think we want the science. Okay. This is our heir's heir, so this will, I think, eventually one day become our leader, or at least she's on track to. So she can become a zealot, which would allow her to be a general, or a judge, which allow her to be a governor. I mean, we kind of need generals right before this war. It's not a very long-term way to look at this, but at the same time, I think it matters. We have to win this war. There's not going to be much to govern if we don't, so zealot. And that's good. We'll make sure to get her assigned to a unit here sometime soon. So we got to wrap up this slinger here before he does any trouble. Do I want... Oof. Yeah, so there's the city. I think I want to make sure that our ballista keeps moving, because again, that's going to be our limiting factor for declaring this war. So I think what we'll do is have someone else deal with it. So let's get you out here, and then, I don't know, spearman? Sure, right? That's what we have you for. Go take care of that for us. I think I want to keep visibility here, so I think I'm going to leave him on the border. Interesting question. Should we prioritize getting a general on the ballista on our way over there? I mean, it's a pretty good unit. It would be nice. Let's wait. We might have a better option along the way, but I do think we probably want to get a general on that, because it's going to do so much damage. Like, imagine he's here as the opening salvo. Pow. That would be great. All right, let's see here. We need to build something in Wasset. We've been doing boats here. Do you want to keep doing boats here? Or do we need to think about something else? What do we want to do? I mean, boats, I'm just really worried about the technology advantage they have. I thought we could upgrade our way into an advantage that I'm just not certain that we have anymore. So I really want to be able to jump this guy on turn 1, for example, and then be able to swarm the other ones. Considering he's sitting right here, we only have the opportunity to attack him from 4 spots, and I guess that's 4 boats, but still. I think we do need another boat. Kind of hate spending our capital's time producing these. Would really love to be doing some other work here, but it is what it is. Yep, okay, boat. All right, and then up here, yeah, so again, I would like to get this worker will come free first, I guess. Would love to get a citadel going. There's a horse archer. Might keep the horse archer down here, right? Because this will be, on turn 1, a unit that we'll have to deal with. But I'd rather deal with it sort of a light skirmishy sort of way. So yeah, let's bring this guy down here, I guess. And then you wait. We're just going to fortify you there. Or, well, does that cost an order? I think it does. Yeah, I don't really care to spend an order on that. Over here, we want this guy to come join the front line, I suppose. That would be reasonable, right? I might wait, though. I want to make sure that we still have visibility there. Okay, so then let's get this unit here. I would love to get the upgrade. It's going to take a minute because building a citadel is actually even going to take more time than that. Now that I think about it, it's going to take like 5 turns. I think it's probably more important that we have the unit as it is today on the front line when it's time to declare. So, okay, fine. So be it. This chariot needs to be healed before it can be upgraded, but then will be upgraded next turn. And then you, let's see, I guess we still want you to heal too. So let's see if we can't go as far as we can within that city first. Out here, oh, you know what, we need to get this boat around. It's doing us no good over here. And I guess, yeah, I guess we'll wait. We're going to do some last minute reshuffling of units the turn before we declare, but I don't really want to overdo it here until then. We don't really know exactly what it is that we'll want to do at the last second, because that'll depend on how their units happen to be arranged in that moment. So, okay. Who else? Anyone else needs brought forward? I think the rest of this is fine. Yep. All right. Do we have any improvements that need done here at the last minute? I don't think so. Let's instead maybe promote this guy again. Yeah, he's usually fighting infantry, right? Infantry are almost exclusively melee units. So, as we said, we like promotions that give you value for something you were already going to be doing anyway. Okay. Oh, and in this promotion, they have become zealously Jewish. And they want the title Warrior of God, so that they can spread Judaism with their bolts, I guess. So we can either, oh, interesting, or just give them some free XP. I mean, it's very funny to spread religion, via a ballista. Um, I'm not sure we care too much about that. I would take it for free, no question, but, XP is pretty good. And these last high-level promotions are nice to have. So I think we're actually going to take the XP, as much as I think it's very funny. Okay, so be it. End the semester. She's still gonna make it? Oh good, this should be our ambition. Next turn. She's still here. Oh, nice! Dido passes. Hey, you know what's cool? That means she outlived... I think Dido was the last initial ruler from the start of the game. So she has now lived the longest. That's pretty cool. And there's the damn tsunami that I was worried about. Okay. So be it. Some changes. Oh, Manichaeism? I actually don't know how to pronounce that. Never heard that word out loud. But we have a new queen of Carthage with the same name and the same opinion towards us. Well, okay. So be it. Let's see what that tsunami does. Oh, okay, so, yes. We are officially on our last turn here, I think, with Sabat. The Magnificent. Wow. Great timing. Right, because there's our ambition. Cool. 4 out of 10. Almost halfway to victory if that's the way that we end up winning. So, we have an opportunity here. Dido wants a statue dedicated to her predecessor in Meiro. Why on earth would we do that, right? So, do we take some family hit for a pretty decent opinion boost, honestly? Or do we go in the other direction? What's more of a threat? Her opinion to us or the opinion of the sage's family? And the other thing to keep in mind, too, I actually think our heir belongs to the sage's family, so this is going to get boosted when she takes the throne. For example, semesters without a family leader. This will go to 0, I think, right? So that seems good. I think we can afford to take a short-term family hit, actually, to at least reduce the likelihood of Carthage jumping us and being a pain over here. And when we take the throne, maybe we'll even consider our heir doing a little bit of personal diplomacy. Could be good to have a good interpersonal relationship with this character, since they're both youngish, or at least plan to rule for a while. So let's see. The Hittite messenger warns that they heard of a bunch of raiders coming around Wuhan. Cool. Hati is giving us a warning, so we can either be happy about that, we can, oh sweet, take a bunch of training. Oh, that would be nice. I wish we had volunteers. We don't have the tech for it yet, but that is one of our other ambitions. Or, well, we're not warlike, but that would be nice too. Okay. They love us. We don't need more opinion boost. We'll just take some free training. That's lovely. A little bit late on the tutorial here, though. Alright, so here's the tsunami. Bummer. Bunch of discontent or some stone. How bad is it? That's not great. Need to get a worker down there for sure. Could be worse, though. Okay. Well, we're doing actually a pacify a city mission in this city right now, so I don't think we want to offset that. A little bit of stone's fine. Interesting to tie the tsunami into the passage of our queen. But hey, free XP to the air. We'll take that. All right, a lot of events to kick off the last couple of turns, huh? Let's see. Oh, interesting. All right, so we have some options. Onager, we talked a little bit about. It's a nice little siege unit. You know, it's good to have. And then Scholarship actually allows the library unit improvement, which, as I said, we're probably going to be looking for ways to offset the impending massive drop in science generation that we're about to endure with the loss of Savat's personal wisdom. That would be a nice thing to be able to have. It's also not at all going to be helpful in the upcoming war. Same thing with architecture. These are nice to have, but they are not going to change our ability to prosecute this war. And neither of these laws do either. Martial code is nice. This is the third upgrade to walls. It's like walls, moat, and towers, which is pretty cool. Pilgrimage or Holy War. Yeah, these are okay too. But this is like 6 semesters is kind of a while, and again, it's going to turn into 12 when our science generation drops in half next turn. I think it's Onager. All right, let's keep on getting our ballista down here, chugging away. And then other thing we want to make sure that we have, actually, you know what, do we prioritize this guy over here as like visibility even? Because I still, like, we know they have other boats, but I don't really know where they are. I'd like to know that as we kick off the war. Oh, the tsunami is here even too. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's see. Who else? What else? Really want that settler out. I like want to stop worrying about thinking about this, but I think it's okay. Let's wrap this up, hopefully, right? Sweet. Culture for a kill, right? That'll be helpful. Something I wish we had a lot earlier. We have killed so many units. Imagine if we had 10 culture in whichever nearest city at the time for every single one of those kills. Ugh, that would have been nice. Still, better late than never. And then some repairs, probably. So let's get this guy. Oh, you could go stronghold here, actually. Maybe that matters more. I think we kind of have to get these things repaired first, unfortunately. So do it, and then we'll get that there, though. That'll be a great thing to add to that city. But we should do a stronghold here. Oh gosh, we don't even have a garrison here yet. Okay, yeah, all right. So be it. Yeah, that needs to happen. Let's go. Then more units relocation, I suppose. Get you there. Let's bring this guy up along with this one. Why not? Okay. This one we wanted to upgrade. Horseman, horse archer. Might be a horse archer, right? We have the melee horseman here. The biggest thing to deal with here is going to be to try to remove these spears right away, right? Because we'd love to have our melee horsemen in here to do some route cleanup. It's a very efficient way to prosecute a war, and that'd be great at cleaning up all these little slingers and stuff. But these spears, especially fortified spears in a city, are a huge issue. Our ballista will be a huge help there, but we do need some more ranged units to continue to pepper that. So I think having at least the ability to have a skirmishing mounted unit out this way will be helpful. So we'll have one of those. Well, I guess 2, because we have our light chariot, but that's sort of a unit all of its own. So, and then out this way. Yeah, I think we keep this one here. Let's see. These are all fine. This is a good unit. I really don't want it sitting up here during the war. But I still want eyes on this spot. I think we'll just start to move it out this direction. Be a good unit to have out here, defending against any sort of concern out this direction. Between this, these 2 spears, this axeman, which we should upgrade, and this impending archer, I feel like that's going to be enough to at least slow down any nonsense that might come this way. And I think the rest of the units will probably commit as we build them towards the war itself. Let's go. Oh, yeah, we should have changed this. This is the Jewish disciple that got started to be built the last time a Grand Vizier, I think, ran Chem. Change it next turn. And tsunami over. Very good. And there she goes. There she goes. Tribal raid. Okay. Well, hey, I mean, we should take a moment, right? Aha. So enact volunteers now, right? It was an ambition. We need to do it within a certain time period or it will no longer be valid. But here it is. She passes. Long live Hatshepsut the New. This is so cool though. I love this. Like, this is one of my favorite things about this game. Like, let's take a moment to appreciate the narrative that the game has produced for us, right? Like, Sabat crushed it. She founded Egypt from absolutely nothing, like 1 settler, into the sprawling nation that currently controls a quarter of the map, right? And is now potentially, we're about to find out, able to go toe-to-toe with, like, our more established neighbors, right? Like, she conquered, removed from the game, the Numidians and the Danes outright, and I guess Carthage struck the final blow on the Vandals, but, like, really, I think a pretty decent amount of credit should go for their conquest to Sabat as well, right? And she persisted through the... Yeah. It's pretty wild. She persisted through the tragic and untimely deaths of a daughter, like 2 lovers who aren't even on here, and 35 husbands or whatever, right? Like, this is pretty cool. From a personal perspective, and she navigated like a ton of violent politics, like internal and external, right? She put down a straight up rebellion from the landowners, and she assassinated the king of Babylon, and as of literally last turn, she has survived beyond all of the other starting rulers. Like, she was a baller. The kind of ruler you kind of have to be to found a nation out of nothing, and the kind of ruler that gets known as, you know, the glorious or the magnificent or whatever it was by the end. But then, out of her shadow and into her shoes steps Hatshepsut. And Hatshepsut's entire life has been building to this point, right? She's been the eldest child and heir since before she understood what that meant. And, you know, with all the gravity and responsibility that entails. But, like, frankly, she's also been a huge part of what we were able to accomplish under Sabat's reign. Like, she's been on the front lines for all those tribal conquests and desperate defenses, right? I mean, her light chariot, where are we? Her light chariot here is probably got the most kills, like, of any unit that we have. She's been like an absolute terror of a general, right? And she's well known, I think, already, yeah, in an infamous way, right, for her exploits here before she's taken the throne. This has been true for a while. But like now, though, she steps up onto the throne at an inflection point for our entire nation. this war that we're about to declare will propel us to the top of the world stage or result in our utter ruin, right? A win will put us on equal footing with Carthage and Axum, with snowballing momentum, but a loss, a costly stalemate, or even a Pyrrhic victory will probably invite Carthage and Axum to knife us while we're licking our wounds. So the stakes could not be higher here as she steps into the limelight. You know, I mean, in the context of a video game at least, but still. So she's felt the pressure of stepping into her mother's shoes her entire life, but it's never been as intense as it is in this moment as she's stepping up. But like, you know, on the other hand, she's also been training for it her entire life, and a ruthless general is exactly what Egypt needs in this moment. This is her opportunity not just to live up to her mother's legacy, but to exceed it. The history books may yet say that Sabat did a great job, you know, getting Egypt to this position, but that it was Hatshepsut who actually established Egyptian hegemony. Or they may say it was Hatshepsut's hubris that destroyed in a moment everything her mother built. Both endings are on the table right now. Man, and the fact that this opportunity happens to be a war against Babylon, of all countries, the nation that murdered her like-minded sister Baranib while they were teenagers, and like sent her down this path of ruthless violence in the first place. Hello Babylon, my name is Hatshepsut. You killed my sister, prepare to die. You can't write this shit, man. Cool. Well, let's do this. So, we have a new ruler. What do we need to do to make sure that our succession is navigated? So, neat, a little bonus. We'll take it. As you can see, right? This has dropped off quite a bit. As has this, actually. We had a pretty high charisma rating for our previous governor, or previous ruler, for Sabat. But because we're also a general, it's not just about these yields that I'm thinking here, right? So a little bit of XP, I don't care. It's already, if not fully upgraded, very close. And a little bit of defense, it's not a frontline unit, it's an archer. So I think we take this, 7% attack, keep going. So that'll work. And what else do we need to think about? Well, okay, so what's her archetype? She's a hero. Now we've known the whole time as a general that she could heal a neutral territory, but now that she is a general and the leader, we can do Launch Offensive, which is a very expensive, but potentially very valuable thing that we can do in the middle of a campaign where units that have already attacked, like you could reset the cooldown and get an order to spend to attack again. Like, that's pretty good. Again, it's 800 training, but, you know, in the right spot can completely change a war. It's a free turn for a chunk of units. And then as a leader, regardless of general, all of our units now heal while they pillage. So if we're in here and we need a unit to heal up, we could spend their turn pillaging this farm instead. So we don't have to send units home to heal if we can, you know, take an improvement instead. Now, these are not super improved lands, but out here, for example, if we were ever able to take the fight across the channel, you know, that could end up being pretty helpful. So something to keep in mind. Okay, so that's her archetype. As I said, she really steps into being a general, like she is the leader that we need in this moment. So there's kind of a poetic transition there for sure. And then let's look at her personal diplomacy with everyone. Yeah, so now Axum less pleased with us, right? So that's not ideal. We should probably think about doing something with that. Hati still likes us. Babylon, still at peace, you know, whatever. That won't last. And same thing over here with Carthage. Doesn't love us. Okay, we don't care about the tribes anymore. How about internal? Whoa, that's bad. That's really bad. They do not like us. Because the head of their family is our ex-husband. We divorced them. That's awkward. Okay. Well, he's 63. No offense, buddy, but I kind of hope you're not long for this world. And he is actively plotting against us, which also not ideal. Not ideal. Okay. The sages, we are, you know, it's the right family at least, but they don't love us either. Riders, similar. Not huge fans. Okay, so we have some work to do, I would say, to strengthen our internal relationships. We're okay with the head of our state religion, but we are not ourselves, I think. Yeah, we are Egyptian pagans. So we could, arguably should, convert. I don't know that we need to prioritize it, but I think given the opportunity, we would probably like to convert our ruler from Egyptian pagan to Judaism, just so that we match the state religion. Okay. All right. Well, this all makes sense. The other thing that happens here too, right, are the first four in succession are added to our court, and so their stats matter. And the nice thing is that kind of bumps this guy, who's, I mean, he's more good than great, but this is like a good set of stats. The issue with a bunch of kids is that they're still, you know, developing and accumulating stats. So it's good to have something to balance that out. And then the last thing is our ruler was the governor of our capital. And without that, without replacing one, this is like the city where it matters most, right? So let's see. Who should be here? Wow. I think I like Canute the Dane here. This will help with our science offset. Another order is not bad. It's a decent chunk of food, not really the point. And some growth. This guy's interesting. Delver, get more mining. Interesting, interesting. I think it's Canute. Yeah, I think that's the move. So that's resolved. Good. Okay, so then, I don't think this is the turn. We still need to get this guy down here a little bit further. But we are one turn closer. Here's our settler. Good. So let's get on up there. Let's bring our spearman down. Also this archer, I suppose. And this archer over here. So we'll move him. Do we want to move him? Do we want to keep him here? Don't think it matters too much. Let's definitely get, this is gems. It's a good improvement by itself, but it's also a luxury. So let's do that. And I think these guys are close enough that I'm not going to burn the orders moving them. This guy, I think I will bring over so that he is, in fact, close enough. Okay, who else needs relocated? We could bring you further forward, I think, probably helpful. Our archers, I wish we had hills here. It's too bad we're like just too far away from these hills. It'd be really nice to have like a whole back row of archers launching from distance. That's okay. Horse archer, similarly. Okay. Very good. And then let's bring you up here and you there. We're getting closer every turn. And then let's scout and see. I mean, I know they have multiple ships. We have seen multiple ships before in the same turn. So I'm a little concerned. I don't know. I just wish I knew where they were, because I know they exist. Maybe they went around. Maybe they're out here. You know, that'd be great. Catch them with their pants down, sort of separated out. Okay. Oh, geez, yeah, bunch of events we should probably take care of. So succession. Interesting. So this is our Grand Vizier character, who, by the way, is also old and ill, so probably not long no matter what. But we can either allow her to continue with some free civics, or we can spend a bunch of gold to retire her what will essentially be, what, 1-2 turns early? I don't know about that. Or we can try to push her out. I mean, yeah, we're gonna take the civics and let her pass away soon anyway. Vizimar has died. This was a spouse of, yes, of our spy master. Interesting, that's right. We did a royal marriage with the Vandals a long time ago to try to solidify things out there, right? I think that sounds right. So we are gonna have some funeral games, okay? Ooh, a suit of armor. And we get to decide who won it. Okay, great. So we basically have to pick who likes us and who doesn't going forward. Let's see, who's the most important one here? This is pretty important. This is a swift spear, and this is one of our heal and neutral territory spearmen. I think we're going to give it to him. Or we could piss them both off and give it to us. Hang on, we don't piss anyone off with this. We just become greedy. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Plus 17% attack. Oh, we're just doing that. I just want to see now, what is our attack? Yeah. Look at that. We have almost a 50% bonus to attack. That's pretty good. Okay. Yep. Happy about that. Raised in religion. This is our insane daughter now, right? Should she be Judaism? Should she be Judaism? Should she be Jewish, or should she be Egyptian pagan? I think... yeah, I don't care enough. We'll give the free XP. We already talked about this. Oh, you know what I didn't mention? We get more training per military unit killed. So, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, game, for catching what I've glossed over. And we know. Here's our tribal raid that we knew about and that I kind of forgot to move units about. And the tsunami is over for some XP. Cool. Alright, well these guys will be able to handle that. That's okay. I hope they come this direction, not over here though. But it said near Buhen, so I hope that means that's who they're targeting. We'll find out. Okay, we gotta build some stuff. Do we go more units here, or do we take a beat to invest a little bit further? I mean, I think we just keep doing units. We are running out of gold, though. Oh, we could use the orders, actually. 8 turns is a long time. Yeah, I mean, I think we have to keep churning these out. The good news is our maintenance will definitely decrease as we lose units, so don't worry about that. And then up here, walls is not a bad idea, right? Scout could be nice to have too, but at this point we kind of have all the information we need. Yeah, this is walls, just to be safe. And Mero. Same question, really, I suppose. Although here, would it be better to focus on a bit of a land grab, considering we're going to be up against these folks here? Maybe we do that, just to sort of push a little bit further out. I think we have the units we need out here, and while we can always use more, yeah, I think that's the move. The other thing we can do, right, to fix our science drop-off is to build more specialists in general. We get bonuses for that to science, so that's something. Okay. He's what? Call it 2 turns away? All right, we're getting there. We're pretty close. Pretty close. Maybe we'll move him here. don't know, does that make sense? Let's just let them land and figure it out. We will heal him in anticipation. And then with her, we should probably make sure that she's doing some sort of intercession type mission. I mean, really, we kind of want him out. You know what I mean? There's no amount of like intercession that we can do to change his opinion of us. He is too far gone at this point. So, I mean, the question is like, do we imprison him? I think we should. And we might get 400 gold for it too. Or we could try to assassinate him. That seems less likely to work. Yeah, let's do that. Cost our Chancellor. I think this is just the biggest threat internally. Like, he is actively plotting against us, and his opinion is tanked. So I think we got to do something about that. And then one last order. Let's see. We've got our ranged units in the back, saving a spot for our ballista here. I think everyone's in decent position, decent enough at least. Need him to at least be in the way, keep people from running around. Love to get a spearman out here, actually. Just to poke that guy right away. Maybe we'll do that. No, because he's going to be able to make that move next turn anyway. Who wants a promotion? Somebody gets a promotion. Or a general. Here, this is a question we should look at. Characters. Possible generals. Here we go. Anyone who's not already one. Already a general, already a general. Here we go. Our daughter and heir, who will be a good general, should absolutely be on a front line here somewhere. Maybe. Could we? No, sadly. She's a landowner. Oh, that's interesting. We don't have any landowner units, really. We could replace her here, but he's pretty good, you know? We'd put him somewhere else, and he has the exact same problem as a landowner. Not much else to be done. Let's see. We really don't have any other of these, like, non-family military units. And we really don't have any. Is this? No. That's too bad. I don't know. This might be better. Is she? Yeah, this might be better. Oh, and she's severely ill anyway. This might just be getting out ahead of it a turn, which is probably worth doing. And this will be, I mean, this is our best boat, right? So, okay, fine. Cool, done. End turn. I think, is it next turn? It might be one more turn. It might be one more turn. The ballista has to be part of the opening shot, you know? The opening salvo. Oh, that's fun. Wasn't expected. Well, shoot. We really can't have that the moment we declare. Oh, new ruler of Hati, who also likes us. Good, that's all fine. And we did manage to imprison our ex. That's nice. All right. Oh, brilliant. And our daughter, with whom I think we will probably get along a little bit better, is now the head of the landowner's family. Good. We have a dog. Yes, we are a dog owner. And it seems that our dog has startled several camels. Okay. The matter is settled. And let's see. Towers, 6 towers. So we have a new ambition to select. Urban improvements. or 6 towers. 6 towers is a lot. We just said that's the 3rd level. So what this actually means is 6 walls, 6 moats, and 6 towers. All in the same 6 cities. Technically possible, but here we're already halfway to something that is much more flexible and something that we intend to do anyway. I think that's the move. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that heading up that way. Alright, I hate to do this. We have to resolve this before we declare war. Just has to be done. That said, we can do it pretty quickly, I think. Nice. I think fierce, probably the best of those choices for us. Grab a kill. Another kill. Well, maybe not. Another attack at least. Not here though. Alright. Well, we'll let them join up next turn, and that's fine. This guy still needs another round to get there anyway, so I think we should be able to resolve it relatively quickly. And that gives us another chance to get this unit down here too. Good. Up here, we have this nice little surprise. Yeah, the issue is he's the more important unit, but this is a great, very efficient way to get a bunch of anti-horse damage here. Oh yeah. Double poke. Out of orders, though. Okay. So be it, let's go. Quick turn, quick turn. These guys are really dug in there. That fortification is difficult. 25% defense, you know? Alright, but we should be able to clear this up, clear that up, and then be ready to attack next turn, I think. Okay, keep going. Wow. So there is some frustration here. Or we could change our heir. We can toss a few orders for 1 turn, increase her stats, or we could simply become unpopular. Yeah. Let's do that. Here, I think this... Well, most important part is just being able to drop it this turn. Who mad? Landowners? Probably landowners is the answer here. And it's a bunch of rural improvements anyway, so let's do that. Hopefully that helps. What are we doing here? Free court minister? That's not bad. I'll do that. We need more characters right now. And then over here, let's see if we can't resolve this real quick. One, two, 3, 4. Done. Which will let him heal 1 turn. Actually, you know what? I hate to overdo the micro here, but we're gonna get this guy to do the kill so that this guy can heal. There. A little bit sweaty, but it needs done. Okay, and then out here, we do need to resolve this. Oh, across the river. Not ideal. clear that up. Hey, more legitimacy. By the way, there's a drop, right? The legitimacy is specific to the character, but we do get to inherit a fraction of the previous character's legitimacy. So, something I meant to call out when we had the initial succession, but to be aware of. Do we send some help? I don't think so. I think that's fine. It's not going to be the end of the world, and I don't want to waste the orders on it. Popular board game. Pi Ramsey's developing culture. Oh, nice. Oh, or families. This is a good bonus. I would hate to walk away from that. But I don't know that Pi Ramsey's matters that much, and our pain point right now is family opinion, so that's a bummer, but it is what it is. We could establish Jewish enlightenment. Yeah, sure. Why not? All right, and then I still don't see any boats over here, so okay. I guess the question becomes, what improvements do we most desperately need? Or should we try to get our frontline units rearranged? Maybe that's the move. So here's the thing, and we're not doing it this turn because we don't have the orders. This is where we want him for the first attack. Just to blast through like that, right? So I guess we'll get him here. Him here. We can run these guys over next turn, I suppose. It's going to be a little order inefficient compared to if they were lined up correctly, but I don't think it's worth delaying a turn over. And then maybe we should... Oh, indulge in revelry, of course. Remove stressed. I'm wondering, maybe we should get her opinion of us improved from our, like by our chancellor or something. Or we could do a family marriage. I suppose she does need to do that as well. Keeping it in the family. Sure. Done. Okay. And then finally, let's just grab a little bit more visibility. Yeah, no, okay. All right, I think this upcoming turn is the turn. So get excited. Get excited. We will probably get through the opening salvos of this war, and they are going to be the most important ones. We're going to know how this is going pretty quickly. It's either it's either going to go okay or it's not. Oh, cool, we're drunk. That's fun. And Son's a diplomat. Neat. Great, so we already have him. Does he do anything for us? If he's a new general, that could be nice. Yeah, I think that's probably the answer. Do it. All right. Okay, I think this is it. I think this is it. Shall we? I knew it. I'm glad we moved this guy over here, so there is visibility there. That's fine. We don't have to do anything about that. I just wanted to know where it was so that it wasn't like sneaking out to assault us or anything. All right. Let's do this. So we're going to break the peace. That is going to cost us some opinion. And by the way, if you are connected on a trade network to cities that you're at peace with, you get some gold from that. And this is going to cost us on the opinion front as well. So there is a cost to doing this, but there is a gain as well. Let's go. It's happening. Get in there. Ooh, I was hoping that would do more pass-through damage than that. So be it. Let's see. Try to get some cleave damage in here. I mean, here would do more. Not quite. So it would be nice to occupy this urban tile with an infantry unit. That would be good defense, good forward defense. So we might try to do that. I wonder, in fact, even, could we arrow him down? Probably not. That's okay. All right, so here's how we're going to try this. I think you're going in here. You're going to cleave. That also knocked a stack, I think. Did it? No, it didn't. You have to attack directly to knock a stack of fortified off there, but that's okay. Now do we go here? It would be really nice to kill this unit too, frankly. Yeah, I think that's... I know this doesn't... Actually, wait, can we get here? Is that order inefficient? It is, but I think it's worth it because we get a little bit of cleave damage going. So he's, I think, fortunately, going down here. You know. Brilliant. Alright, that was a fully leveled up spear that we no longer have to deal with. I would love to get our spear, yes, in here. To occupy this tile. Now here's a question. Do we secure the kill on the crap unit, or try to chip away at the city itself, by the way, right? Here's the issue. We have to kill all these units. Like, we could take the city, and that helps, but the units are all right there, and they'll take it right back. So I think we do need to probably secure a couple kills here. This guy maybe comes in here. Yeah, like so, to poke at the horsemen. If we come here, we can poke through. Bam. Wow. That's a bummer. Bad luck. Oh, wow. But we, I think we killed their leader. Did they duel to the death or something? Well, okay, there we go. Interesting. So they managed to kill each other. Do we take some happiness, or kind of already at cap here, huh? But we would like, I think, the training. Oh, that's an interesting option. I'm not going to take it, but I think about the training if it doesn't immediately go over the cap, which we can just control Z if it does, but okay, we have it. Brilliant. So this is where, here's what I've been thinking about. We have the launch offensive button, and if there's ever a turn to use it, it's on the first turn of an assault. And that's a chunk, obviously, of training. This would be pretty good, timing-wise, for that. So I'm trying to get her placed, right? So that all of her surrounding units are the ones that are actually on cooldown. So I'm thinking maybe we can get here. Get that killed hopefully soon. Is what I would like to do. There we go. Oh, I would have liked to get, I didn't realize there was a worker under that. I would have liked this spot to be open so that I could have sent a melee unit in to catch a little bit of that bonus as well. That's okay. We don't have to be perfectly efficient here. Ooh, a route kill would be good here, but he's right next to a spearman. Still think it's worth it. Let's do this. And then with these 2 remaining units, so we go here. Probably this unit's better. This guy matters the most, even though we can't kill necessarily. I think that's what we do. Okay, now, watch this. All of these units can attack again, and we got an order for each of them to do it. This guy again. Do we attack the city itself? And we could. I think this is probably a move, actually, the more I look at this. So we can route take this, right? I mean, the city's now at 0 health or whatever. Actually, no, we should do the arrows first, right? Can't reach, too bad. Yeah, it's just gonna chip away at this guy. All right, well then maybe what's more important is, could we secure this kill? Can these all reach it? They can. Let's do it. Yeah, perfect. This is a decently high-leveled archer with a general, right? Ah, really? That's too bad. Maybe this guy? I don't know if we have the orders. We can buy him, though. That's what training is for. And we haven't even done the dang boats yet, which we absolutely need to do on this turn. So that's going to be a few more orders as well. Good thing we have all this training, huh? Okay. This is a fine opening salvo for this land front, I think. We got a few kills. The city itself is very low. This guy's dug in like a tick. Nothing to be done about that. And in fact, this route is going to either take more than we actually get, or we're going to get counterattacked here, right? Is that a good trade? I don't know. I think we do it. No? I can only attack here. Interesting. Well, that's fine, I guess. Odd. I don't understand that. Alright. Let's do this, though. So if we recall, one of these has versus damaged. I guess not. Okay. This is our most important unit, and you should go first. Oh, it's because we don't have any orders. Duh. Okay. I think 5 to get the route. That's why it wasn't working. I'm being very silly. That's more important, even though it's less damage. Up here, we go 1. Ooh. Neat. From ocean. Ocean's deep tile. I mean, we don't really have a lot of that. We're going to fight coastally. And this unit's max leveled anyway, though, so we might as well. So the XP means nothing, right? That's what that means. So sure. Got a few more events here. Should we take care of this? Ah, nice. Okay. This would be a good way to make up with this queen. So we've had one of these events before. Basically, the question is like, do you ingratiate yourself with the heir at the expense of the current ruler, or vice versa? right now, it's much more important that Carthage does not attack us. So we'll take that. Cohen. Judaism. Ooh, and educated. That's a good... Oh, interesting. We can gain a bunch of culture in our Jewish cities only. And hurt Egyptian paganism's opinion in either of these cases. It's only 3 cities that would gain culture, and I think one of them is our capital, which is pretty close to legendary anyway, so it's not as valuable. I think we do this. Educated is a good trait. Yes. 2k. Alright. Yeah. Right, so they don't like Judaism. So we can end that, or give up a ton of cash that I don't really want to do. I mean, how big a deal is it that Judaism is our state religion? We're pretty polytheistic, so to speak. Like, we have a lot of different ones, and I think that's okay. You know what? I don't think I mind. And a little bump for the landowners is not bad. Developing culture in Gep 2. Ooh, a work of art. 20% culture generation. Or improve our opinion with Carthage. Alright, Gep 2. How much culture do you actually get? Let's do the math here, right? Remind me which one? This is Gep 2? Oh, well, most of the culture that we're getting here is because we're getting a bunch of kills. It doesn't actually generate a ton, so this would be, what, like less than 2. I think we will take the leverage. Okay, coming back to it now, let's get this boat finished off. Look how much damage these 2 do, and then here we go. 1 and 2. Phew, okay, that's good. This is an issue, potentially. We don't have the orders to do anything about it yet. We're going to let him come to whichever of these cities he wants to. We'll respond in a moment. That could be worth it. I mean, we're getting a lot of training per turn, right? And up here, this is also an issue. Shoot, one that we probably do need to spend the orders on. Ugh. It hurts, but hey, this is... Critical turns like this are exactly what this flexibility is for, right? So spend it. Getting 300 turns, so... Alright, choose some production, and then we're on to the next turn. Here, I mean, I think we feel okay on the naval front for now, so maybe we will try to play a little bit of catch-up on our specialists, especially in our capital, but potentially over here as well, honestly. What else could we do here? That is a very good pop. I think we do that. It also gives us an order. We're happy about that. High Ramses. Interesting. Here? Maybe it's Apprentice Officer. So we are going to keep building here. We can invest in our ability to build better, if that makes sense. Ooh, we need to repair these. That's also a next turn problem. Okay, let's go. Okay, I think that was a fine first turn. We did what we wanted to do. We cleared out their naval, their like active anchoring naval support. We have visibility down here. And it'll at least take them a turn to set up. We're going to lose some units here, by the way. Expect that. Good units. It's going to hurt. Yeah, that's going to suck. That's what an unleveled up bioring does against a trireme. And, yep. That's going to hurt. Okay. Free Court Minister. Sweet. like Like mother, like daughter, right? She's gonna outlive a husband here for sure. And I thought she already was ill. Am I wrong? Maybe not. Alright. Seti, what's up, man? Ah, he's a governor. Too bad. I was hoping for a general. That's okay. Free war elephant. Is that still a helpful unit? At this point? Kind of. Interesting. Alright. So, we lost, what, 2 units? Yeah. And, you know, again, units we wish we didn't lose, don't get me wrong, but we killed more than 2 units, and we're in a position to do more damage here as well, so still worth it. Is this the best spot for our ballista, or is it here? I think it's here. Killing that spearman all by itself is pretty good. Pretty good. And then here, trying to decide. Clear out the city or the units surrounding it first, right? What do we want to prioritize here? And I think the answer is actually rather silly. I'd like to clear this out so that we have a spot for an axeman to do a little bit of splash damage. So I'm gonna prioritize the civilian unit, I guess. Feels a little odd, but now that the city health is out, right, he can directly attack the unit, and we have the anti-horse bonus. That's why it's doing a heck of a lot more damage now than it looked like it would otherwise. So there's that. Let's see. Yeah. And there's the city. So, this is the first actual proper city we've captured, right? So the way that this works, it's not suddenly ours with perfect control. We have to sort of pacify it. That'll take 4 turns, it seems. Of course, we would like to wrap up these units too, but that's going to take a second here. Yeah, let's go like this. Here. Here. And then you know what time it is. Let's do it. Ah, that's too bad. Yeah, you can't. Can you move? I guess if you still had movement left, yes. Yeah, seems that way. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? But he doesn't have unit or movement left. Too bad. Could add a general. Ooh, this would be nice actually. Some survivability to our ballista. Let's come back to it. We should prioritize our orders for actual removal of units. Drill Master. Cool. All right, that's huge. That's the entire army around this city gone. We'll take a turn to heal up the 3 units that actually need it, give a promotion or 2, maybe assign a general, and then we're going to leave a pretty small defense force here and start to push forward. It would be really nice if we could capture this city too before they manage to send reinforcements, because they're going to react, right? I mean, you've already seen it. They have a few units around, but it will be a real problem if they manage to bring a bunch of stuff over here. So now we do have a few units or orders left, though. Let's prioritize these properly, because this is an issue. And he is hurt. We might even just... Now, do we fall back or do we bring these guys down? I think that's actually maybe the answer. He isn't doing anything. He's leveled up, he has a general, and he's a slinger. It's far too late in the game for that to be important. So... yeah. Let's get our Horse Archer Reactionary Force scrambled. That's what they're here for. He, I think we just heal and let damage sponge. They didn't kill him last turn, or they didn't do enough damage last turn that the same amount of damage would kill him this turn. So this should be okay. And then up here, boy, do we ever need to wrap this up. I keep forgetting about it. Let's say that, and it's overkill, but I just would like to be done with it. So there's that. All right, good. Do we have any more? This area is already sorted. All right, good. These will last a few more turns. Orders will be less precious in the coming turns, so we'll wait and repair later. Our boats, I would love to relocate down this direction and take here, but I don't think we can really justify that, and that means this guy's probably toast. I mean, what we could do would be to try to move him away and then pillage and heal, and at least drag it out a little bit. Is that worth essentially the, I guess, 200 training in orders that would take? I actually think it is. We'll find out. If we then pillage, right, we heal. And, you know, we gain... Oh, and even better, we could kill this unit. And we could come over here and heal again, too. You know what? I'm getting greedy here. This is definitely... Or actually, can you even do 2 in a turn? Maybe not. Yeah, no, you can't. But we could kill this unit, and I think that is worth it. So... I know, we're on cooldown. Never mind. All right. Pillaging takes your cooldown just like attack. Fine, so be it. Free War Elephant? I think so, actually. I'll take it. I know that that probably runs counter to what I've been saying about needing more science and then immediately burning it on a unit when we have plenty of units, but I don't know. It is what it is. We just need that stuff right now. We need units. Do we take a bunch of free civics for an opinion malice, or offset the fact that we irritated Judaism by removing them from our state religion? We don't desperately need the civics, so I think we'll do that. Free mission. Well, if it's free. Happy to have a dog. Out here, what are we building? More specialists? Moat. Moat. Right? There isn't a border grab that would be helpful. Yeah, moat. Better defenses. Still concerned here. Alright, that's it. Let's go. So good. This has been a strong first 2 turns. This episode's going to run a little long, but I think it's important that we get into this war. We've been building to it for so long, you know? It's important. Interesting that they're falling back. Oh, thank God. Okay, good. This was 8 orders a turn. Man, we could have used that. Okay. So that's nice. So we can, wow, okay, so this is actually good. So these are laws, or at least that one is, as is this one. These are advanced laws that we don't actually have access to, technologically speaking, yet. So monetary reform, 2 happiness in all cities, and hurrying no longer causes unhappiness. That's not bad. Costs us 40 civics a semester to upkeep. Or elites. Oh my goodness. This is cool. We can store orders, right? So they can roll over from turn to turn. This would have been great, you know, to save up a bunch right before a war. But it makes you much more order efficient, is the point. And then any city hitting legendary, which will be, I think, our capital soon, will give us another 2 orders. This costs us 50 training a turn. We have it. We're doing it. Very cool. Hey, achievement. Good. All right, let's see. What do we need to do here? We got a couple free promotions. Let's go ahead and grab them. What is your deal here? We aren't really fighting on much in the way of rivers, huh? We'll just take a combat bonus over here. Any of our favorites? No, not really. Go against melee. All right, so we're gonna need to push forward here. That's gonna require some visibility. Oh man, it's totally undefended. Yeah, we're gonna sprint forward here and try to take it. Yeah. Alright, so let's start by shelling a little bit. It's a decent chunk. He's not going to make it in time, so why even bother? This guy will do some damage, though. This one, too. We'll save this guy if we can hopefully do more damage first. New recruits. Get a maceman. Or citizens in slums. We're taking the maceman. Alright, so that's the city down. It's just this unit left. We don't have the orders to take it this turn, but that's okay. We'll take it very simply and easily. Next turn, we should, whoops, keep the actual city itself occupied so that we continue to capture it. Good. That took all of our orders. I think it's okay. Again, would really like to get the Navy situation sorted down here, but I think this guy bought us time, occupied this unit. And I don't think we have too much in the way of reinforcements to worry about. He is chilling. These guys retreated. Even better. This guy can take a free promo at least. Let's do that. No, we don't have the orders for it, right? Okay. So, Wasset, what do you have? Let's keep going into the specialist realm. Oh wow, that's big. Right, because we capture the urban tile here. That's pretty nice. But I think this does the same thing, right? Yeah, it does, and is a slightly better woodcutter spot. Cool. That's good. Let's go. I think we'll try to do one more turn, capture this city, and call it an episode. It will have been, I think, the strong start to the war that we wanted it to be, but it won't be over. Not by a long shot. Hey, training. And a free war elephant. And a recovered husband. Ah. Oh, please. He wants our heir to join his country to not be mad at us. We're not going to declare war right away, but we're not that scared anymore, which is kind of nice. Insane daughter is interesting. Picking a general to be happy with. I think we side with our half-brother, who is the general of a horse archer, who I think is doing some pretty good work for us right now. His name is Mordos. Cool. Discontented duo. Nitty-crit. Oh, we could buy her off of being slighted, which I think would actually make her available as a governor and such as well, which would be nice. Or we can influence our daughter and heir and general of the boat. Admiral, I guess, is technically the word for that. Yeah, let's do that. I think we'd rather have a good relationship with our heir. Over here, we really need to repair these real quick. 42 orders. It's so much better when we don't have -1 order per city. All right, good. Here, let's go ahead and see if we can't wrap this up, huh? Boom. City captured. Very good. Very, very, very good. See if we can't mop up a little bit here too. I mean, he's not going anywhere. I'm not worried. I think what we'll do instead... Oh, we're not. This doesn't count as friendly territory yet, right? We still have to pacify it. That's fine. So then we'll wrap that up. Good. Man, this went well. This went well. Over here, yeah, our free war elephants in a good spot to cause a little bit of damage. So, war elephants have the panic function. Feature, which causes them to retreat, or they become disarmed. We talked about that very briefly with a naval promotion, actually, but the cool thing here is that by pushing him back, he's now next to the shore, which means he can be attacked by boats. In fact, by multiple boats. Sadly, I don't think enough to get the kill this turn. That's okay. Over here, I think we heal you. I think next turn we'll try to get our navy down. We could start moving them. This is our best one. I don't really want to leave without it. Okay. Maybe what we can do is catch up on some improvements and stuff that we've been sorely missing. Let's heal. No, you know what? These guys, it's efficient. Let them keep ticking away. This guy, let's see. We should get this farm built. Just looking for like obvious improvements we have been neglecting. Over here, well, next turn you'll repair, but same concept. Actually, we could bring this guy around. That would be good to do. Maybe we should even push forward a little bit. Yeah, see, we can start chipping away here at least. Would be good to repair here. Also there. Next turn, hopefully. Anywhere else needs it. This does. It is not a worker, but this is. And then over here, we should probably get back to thinking about our opinions here. I think we might... Can we influence? Nope, already influenced. We could try over here at least. Go family gifts. Yeah, we got 400 bucks, right? So that's good. Let's see, ambassador. Could try something on a foreign leader. Maybe we try to influence. Sure. All right, and hey, nice thing. Ah, shoot, you know, we got this leftover order and nothing really we can do with it. No problem. Now it rolls over. Cool. So let's pick a new tech. We might finally get land consolidation. Not for any of the units, but for the Grove. That'll be a nice set of improvements to get going. And there we go. So I think we'll leave it here. This has definitely been on the longer side, episodes-wise, but I hope it was satisfying to, at least initially, hopefully permanently, capture this entire peninsula. I'm pretty pleased about the way that it went. I know we built up for it to make sure that we could have a nice, clean couple of turns, but we did. We executed on it, and we lost a couple units, but I was expecting to lose more. This is good. I think this is a very good start to the war. You know, I think we'll consolidate, capture, and then think about how far we want to push this, because there's probably some value in continuing. It may or may not be worth attacking the homeland. That's going to be a much harder thing to push into, but if we were also able to capture these bigger, better cities, they're much more valuable prizes than these cities. This is a more important strategic thing for us to be able to consolidate this entire landmass. But if we can, it would be good to, yeah, to keep rolling, right? So you can see already, this has separated us from Babylon and Hatti. Once we continue to get the most out of these cities and incorporate them more fully, it should put us more on the level of Carthage, but that's not quite Oxum levels. If we took these cities, it might very well be Oxum levels. So let's see. I'll give it some thought, and we'll certainly have to play around with it the first couple turns of next episode, but I'm cautiously optimistic here. I'm pleased with how this has gone. Hopefully it was satisfying to you. I know we built up to this for a couple of episodes now, but I think we took our time and got it right, which is nice. I think we are snowballing here a little bit, which, yeah, it's what we need to do. The game is, we're getting into the game a decent amount, and we need to be starting to shoot up. This is the time when we need to be demonstrating that, not just, you know, crossing our fingers and hoping that we will be there later in the game. So it's good. It's good. I'm having a blast, as always. I hope you are too, and if you are, definitely come on by again for the next one. Let's see how part 2 of the war goes. It's easy to get off to a good start. No guarantees on a strong finish. So let's see. Let's see. Until the next one, though, have a great rest of your day, and bye-bye.